Dessa Legary, and Stella Chung. All right, we are getting an early start today with the pre-show. People are still trickling in, but it's already super loud in here, and I love it. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazier. IGN Live's had a huge turnout these last 2 days. Here's a look at what it looked like yesterday. Now, if you want to join in the fun, if you're watching online, we're still here at the Magic Box in downtown LA until 6 p.m. You can grab your tickets at ign.com/live. All right, before we get started today, our friends at 3-0 are making some of the most impressive Fallout collectibles on Earth. I've seen them. They've got some on display here at IGN, including figures based on the T-51 Nuka-Cola Power Armor, the T-45 Hot Rod Shark Power Armor, and T-60 Camouflage Power Armor. They are extremely cool, so be sure to check them out. And if you're not here in person with us, head to store.ign.com to take a look and maybe snag one for yourself to protect your home or office from mutants and cockroaches. All right, now, Xbox time, my favorite time. It's Xbox Game Showcase Predictions. This is an annual tradition. This year we decided to save it to do it live here with all of you. Let's break down some games that we think we are going to see today. There have been a few leaks and murmurings out there, so we'll kind of dance around that stuff as best we can. Miranda, we haven't seen you on Unlocked in so long. First of all, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Give me, Miranda, your first prediction for what you think we will see in the imminent Xbox showcase.
It's gotta be Gears 6, please. Please, it's time. Like, I will be happy with anything Gears, but it is time for at least a tease. I would love them to come out strong and have a tease with like gameplay and not just a cinematic, although I'd also be fine with the cinematic. Like, we got such a massive cliffhanger at the end of Gears 5. Like, please, my heart, please, I need to know the drama. I need to know how certain people are feeling. Or not feeling, but so I'm very ready for us to finally get that reveal. And
do you want to reveal who you chose in Gears 5?
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. But there's somebody new every time, and it's on Game Pass.
That's
so
fair.
if you guys haven't played Gears, please do yourself a treat and play all of Gears. Like, it's incredible. I actually took my twin sister through all of it recently, and I was like, "You're coming with me, sister," and now she's a pro, so that's great. But yeah, I won't say.
Destin, you handle our performance previews, performance reviews. You're really a tech-focused guy, which everybody loves because you do those great analyses for us. All the Gears games have always been like A-plus technical showcases for Xbox platforms, going back from the first one all the way up through 5. We know that whenever Gears comes around, hopefully today, it's going to be on Unreal Engine 5, and the Coalition teamed up with Epic to do that Matrix Awakens tech demo, which looked insane. You could play it. There wasn't, all you could do was kind of run around. But, like, what are you expecting visually from Gears 6? Should we see it today?
Well, first of all, big shout out to Colin Penty, who tweeted out, "Wait until you see Gears 6. He works at the Coalition. He helped make the Matrix demo. And I am really, really excited to see whatever they end up bringing to the table. I think he took down that tweet, which maybe indicates that something could be shown at the showcase today.
I'm sorry, I'm going to try not to be super
I would love to see more Gears 6. But the first performance analysis that I did was on Gears 5 and how it really pushed the power of the Xbox Series X at the time. And it's really exciting about the potential that the Coalition has to develop a game that just knocks our socks off.
How are we feeling in the crowd about Gears 6? Right? Like,
agreed.
I hope Phil Spencer's watching this before he stops by here later, because the people want their Gears of War, and we are the people as well. We want our Gears of War.
I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm ready.
Are you going to be okay? Like, are we going to have to?
I'm not going to be okay. We have to get my makeup artist back out. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I ruined what you did earlier. Like,
do we need him to do another like co-op Hivebusters run to?
Yeah.
Like later today, maybe just announcement or bust. We'll see. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm with that. I'm with that all the way. Stella, let me go to you now for your first. We've got 3 each. Hopefully, we have time to get through everything we want to talk about. And if the showcase starts, well, we'll shut up and we'll go to the showcase, of course. But Stella, what is something that you predict we will see /hope that we will see today?
Okay, wait. I don't want to go through my first one now because I feel like, well, okay. First one seems kind of like we'll probably see it, right?
Okay.
But something that I'm personally wishing for is another Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, Paris Lily approves if Paris is watching.
There are dozens of us, okay? There are dozens of us. Yeah, because Yooka-Laylee just got a remaster announcement. So I'm like, hey, listen, it's time for my favorite bear bird duo to come back. That's all I'm saying. I
mean,
want my childhood back.
Think about how good that could look on a Series X.
Yes.
Like what they could be capable of. I mean,
Also-
there's a high ceiling there, I think, from
Yeah.
a technical perspective.
Also paired with one of your predictions, I feel like it would just go real perfect. You know what I mean? Which I try to lead you into your prediction.
I appreciate that. Well, yeah, I'm going to save that one for later, though, because
Fine.
it's, we'll just let it
Okay.
be for now. But no, I mean, what's your personal history with Banjo? Do you, have you...
Oh my God. So I wasn't allowed to play games as a kid, right? Because I had really strict parents. So whenever I would go to my friend's house, we would break out their game machines and I'd be like, oh, what's that? And I would just see them playing this game, which, by the way, the adult jokes just flew over my head. But when I played it, I was like, oh, I was into this? So we would always play that game, and it was just so interesting to me because I was really bad with the control. I was like, what am I doing? But I loved it so much. And so I just have this really fond childhood memory of it. And yeah, so for me, it means a lot to me because it was the one game that I could sneak off to play.
I mean, I am the resident old on the panel, and I have great memories of when Rare remade Conquer with Live and Reloaded, and going from N64 to original Xbox, they did the really cool fur shading, and that was 3 Xbox generations ago. What Banjo could look like now. And play are we gonna? We're gonna go to our resident Banjo hater.
Here's what I hope
Gary.
they do. I hope they bring out a Banjo silhouette and then Conker chainsaws it in half. It's actually a Conker game instead of Banjo.
I think we'd be okay with.
And
that
then we
too.
would get the Banjo later. But yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, Destin, that brings us to you. We've each come up with 3 predictions for things we think or maybe want to see today. Give us your first one. Tell the people. See if the people agree with you.
All right, so for a long time, I have thought that they should remake the original Fallout. It was like a staple of the Fallout genre, obviously, the original game, a remake from the ground up, probably using something newer than the Fallout 4 engine. I think that would be really compelling and introduce a lot of people to that excellent story that was told, and modernizing the mechanics would just bring it to another level, obviously.
I mean, Fallout's, of course, bigger than ever. Do we have any fans of the Fallout TV show out there? Yeah, it's so good. They did such a great job. And has anybody in the IGN Live crowd gotten back into the Fallout games because of the TV show? Yeah, it's hotter than ever in the wasteland. And Destin, I'm gonna roll with you on this because I know you've been on this train for a little while now. This Give Me the Fallout 1 remake, but I think it would be such a great project, especially now. And I know that the studio that I'm going to propose would be great to do this is busy with one project, but I think they have another team, and I think there'd be nobody better than inXile to handle that, right? Because of course we know Bethesda Game Studios is busy with The Elder Scrolls 6, which that I'm not predicting we will see today. I think that's going to be a ways off yet. But inXile, they've got connections going back to the original game. It would be a very poetic fit, would it not?
Yeah, I would actually just absolutely love that. And I think if we think back to whatever was in the FTC documents, I do know a lot of the games were mentioned at least, but just nothing official about it. Chances are they would more likely remake Fallout 3. But for me, I think they need to start at the beginning, modernize those original entries into the series.
Yeah.
And then by the time they get to 3, that game would need an update because they already have the free update. If you're playing on console, you already get the free update in terms of graphics and fidelity and everything. And if you're on PC, you already likely have access to all that stuff. So yeah, that's my take on how they should handle it.
All right, I will go next. We're kind of doing the reverse snake draft order thing here, which we like to do. So, who out there would want an Xbox handheld? I'm not the only one, right? Like,
Yes.
I think it's going to happen,
Everyone?
and I think it's going to happen today. I don't know if we'll get a price. I don't know if we'll get a release date, but I think Phil and the team are going to come out and say, we are working on a handheld, so you will be able to take your games, your Game Pass, anywhere that you want to go. I love my Steam Deck. The handheld PC gaming market is blowing up right now. And yeah, there is clearly a lot of enthusiasm. Miranda, Xbox handheld, little Fusion Frenzy on the go for you, maybe?
Please. But I'm skeptical because they've never really shown a huge interest in handhelds, and it kind of does feel the larger market of handhelds have like come and gone in a way. But there's still, of course, opportunity for them to develop there. And I say that as someone who loves handheld I have owned almost every Nintendo handheld. I have my Steam Deck. I had the other companies' handheld. I have all of them, and they're such a joy, and they're really important to me. So if they were to announce this, I'd want it to be more than just a Game Pass machine. Like, it has to have things that are developed specifically for it, and I think that's what makes it special. Otherwise, then it's just the same thing as a Steam Deck, right? It's just, well, now it has Game Pass specifically, which is great, but I already have a Steam Deck, so like, why couldn't you just work with them to make it work? You know, so that's the trade-off, right? It's like, how do you balance what makes this device special other than being another device for me to lug around? So that would be my challenge to them, of like making it something that does have a specific kind of attention to it being a handheld device, because there's a lot of really cool games you can have on there specifically for handheld, and I would like to challenge them to develop specifically for that, rather than just another thing to play a smaller screen of something you have, which we can do on our phones already too with cloud. So, you know.
Stella, an Xbox handheld, if such a thing were to be revealed today, it would be another platform that you could kick my ass in Halo Infinite on.
Oh, yeah, and that would be great. I could just bring it into work, and you have no excuse, right? Which
Yeah,
is
I'd
great.
be on a full mouse keyboard setup, and you'd be just dominating right from
Well,
the
okay.
handheld.
Technically, to be fair, controllers where I'm a little bit weaker now because I did switch over to keyboard and mouse, so maybe you would have a chance.
Is there anybody here that thinks they could beat Stella in a one-on-one
God.
match of Halo Infinite? No, I'm seeing it. Yeah, there's maybe a couple of volunteers out there.
I saw one guy go,
Destin, Xbox handheld. How much would you use it? Like, what would you want out of it should it be a real thing?
Yeah, I mean, mainly a little bit more processing power probably than the Steam Deck currently has, because, you know, that's a few years old now. So like a little bit of a modernization there. But really where they could succeed is reducing some of the barriers that the Steam Deck has. Right now I have to like do a dual boot to get like a game like Destiny installed on it. Granted, it doesn't run great or anything like that. You have to like install Windows, then install those Windows games. Well, Microsoft could just make that organic. And if they're able to also allow you to utilize your Steam library on an Xbox handheld, that would be a huge selling point for me right away.
I agree.
Yeah.
If we got those launchers, like Genshin launcher on Steam Deck, the biggest pain. I just gave up. I was like, I can't keep doing this download stuff. Same with Destiny. It's like, I don't want to break it. So if they figure that out, that would be, I'm backing you, Destin. That would be the sell.
Who among us already has a handheld gaming PC? Anybody out there? Yeah, there's some cheers going on. But if Xbox did one, how many of you does that push over the top? Yeah, See, the desire is there. The market is there. I mean, I would love to see, whenever this thing comes out, like maybe it kind of replaces the Series S in a sense, where it's the lower, you know, you could still have a super powerful home console, but why not just make an Xbox handheld effectively be like the Switch, but for Xbox, where you could dock it, play it on your TV if you wanted to, or just grab it and take it with you. That's where I would love to see Microsoft go with this. So we'll see what happens. That's arguably my bold. I wanted to swing for the fences with my first prediction here. We've got another round of these to do. So let's do Miranda's next one real quick. I'm going to just come back to you. Miranda, Game Pass is great, but it could be better?
Yes, so we have heard about the Game Pass Friends and Family plan for a while now. They are doing it in testing for a while, and they ended it in last July, I believe, and had nothing since. And I think it's time for them, and it'd be just a kind of a nice announcement to bundle with their like Game Pass announcements. You know how they do the rail, and then like, and also we're working on this plan. That's a really important thing. Like honestly, like financially, I think Xbox tries to be considerate. Obviously, offering the Xbox Series S, like that's kind of a big deal. And them offering a family and friends specifically plan, like acknowledging, unlike Netflix and other places, it's like, you have accounts outside your house? How dare you? And Xbox is like, no, we're accounting for that because obviously, do you actually want to have 4 accounts in one house? No, I live across the country with my sister. Yeah, like we gotta do it like that. So them accounting for that, I think, would be really considerate and a great thing to just showcase with their reels that they usually do. Just a quick thing. That'd be really nice.
How many Game Pass subscribers do we have in the house? Everybody uses it. It's a great prediction, Miranda. I love it. We've got more predictions. We're going to take a quick break right now, but the Xbox Showcase is coming up very soon, less than 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere, IGN Live. We'll be right back.
Hunter x Hunter is a beloved manga written by Yoshihiro Togashi and has sold over 84 million copies to date. And now, Arc System Works and Bushiroad Games present the first ever Hunter x Hunter fighting game titled Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. Compose a team of your favorite characters and battle against others in an exciting 3v3 tag team fighting system. Different team compositions unlock new possibilities, and they're the key to victory or defeat. So whether you're a Hisoka main or a Leorio fan, there's sure to be a team that fits your playstyle. Let's take a look.
やろうチーム戦受けて立つぜキルアが相手でも手は抜いてあげないよ負けた方がジュースおごりなクズめ死で償えこういう奴がいるからやめられない殺しはな試験の時からあなたとは戦ってみたかったんだやる気十分といったところかの一気に頑張って悪いなゲームオーバーだいい加減にしやがれ捕獲する死神クイズ回答者はいらない百式反応ハンターハンターネンインパクト
目のはや目のはやっと
逃げるオーラでなんかむちゃくちゃにしてやったんだけど
私が戦うんですの怖いう
わ可愛こぶってんじゃねえよババア
切り札は
隠すもんだろうおらろまだだバカだね私のが強いってんだわよ
IGN Live is presented by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with Xfinity's blazing fast speeds and smooth low lag connection.
IGN Summer of Gaming is back.
Welcome back. I'm Max Scoville, and today's a big one.
This is incredible. I mean, this is wow. Thank you, Destin.
That was great.
This June,
IGN is the place for the biggest gaming events.
We are live.
Welcome back to IGN Live from across the industry.
Let's do it.
IGN Store has it all. From clothes and collectibles to vinyl records, accessories, model kits, and action figures from the biggest and best franchises like The Legend of Zelda, Star Wars, Fallout, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. Whatever your pop culture passion, you're guaranteed to find something you love. There are new and exciting products hitting the store every week, like the Wasteland-ready Fallout Vault 33 hoodie, which pairs perfectly with the working wearable Pip-Boy. Plus, high-quality IGN Store exclusives like the powerful and spicy Star Wars Darkside Hot Sauce by Truff. We've even got merchandise for you to rock while tuning in to the IGN shows and podcasts you love. Or cap off a long day by relaxing to the soundtracks of your favorite video games, like Cyberpunk and The Last of Us. And the best part? You don't even need to leave the house to go there. Just head to store.ign.com and start shopping today. The IGN Store. You deserve it.
The Cinefix Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. That was good. I liked it.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
Are you not entertained?
Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy. Join us as we find out on Cinefix, IGN, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Why so serious?
And we're back. This is the last day of IGN Live, and we are kicking things off early by counting down to the Xbox Showcase. But there's tons more planned for later today. And if you want to join us here at the Magic Box in downtown LA, join the party. You can grab a ticket right now at IGN.com/live. So let's continue with our final predictions for the Xbox Showcase. We're going to have to, I think, power through this last group, which is great. So we heard from Miranda about Game Pass Friends and Family, which I think would be awesome to see. Stella, give me something else here. There's a certain fantasy role-playing game that you'd like to see more of that's being developed in the UK by some racing game people.
I wonder what title that could be. Oh, right, Fable.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's about time we see some gameplay, right? I mean, we got a great cinematic trailer that shows story beats, but I want to see some gameplay, right? Yeah.
Miranda, I'm not sure there's a game other than Elder Scrolls 6 maybe that has a higher ceiling for both like quality potential and arguably sales potential than Fable if Playground can nail this reboot.
I want to see how pretty it's going to be. Honestly, like, just, it's Playground. So I was like, show me the weather. I know it's really, like, lame maybe, but I'm like, show me a nice rainy day in my cottage where I'm going to have 7 kids with the guy that I married, and we're going to run a kingdom, and then also, I don't know, murder some people, but it's fine.
Whoa, hold on. I would have assumed you would...
Fable is chaotic. Fable is chaotic, and we love it. And that was, like, my favorite thing in Fable 3. It was just like, I have my little homestead and my child, but then also, time to go murder. It's fine.
I thought for sure you'd have the halo over your head in Fable that you were like pure good. No? Are you with me on the dark side?
Because it's fun to be bad sometimes. Like, hey, like just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's like a little bit as a treat, you know? Sometimes you gotta kick the chickens.
Destin, Halo has high potential. We know that. We've seen it. Halo Infinite turned out great, and it's really been on a great road here with the live service roadmap. But do you think we're gonna see anything new from Halo today, like in a big way?
Well, Halo has been constantly updated, at least Infinite has, and I just want to know, what are they going to do with that franchise going forward? Are we going to get any really compelling, interesting content for Halo Infinite in terms of storytelling? They've indicated that's not going to be the case, so are they going to do a separate thing with the Halo franchise? You know, they've done it before with Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2, so maybe we find out more about what they're going to do with this amazing universe that they have at their disposal.
Yep.
I love Halo. Yeah.
spin-off game, maybe? Something, because we know it's mainline Halo is down the road. Like, what's the spin-off? What do you want to see?
Well, there was this rumor going around that they're going to remake the original from the ground up. And there's been this rumor going around that they're going to use Unreal Engine. So maybe the original remade in Unreal 5 would be really, really interesting to me.
Anybody out there want to rock Halo 1 one more time? Yeah. I mean, it's without Halo Combat Evolved. I mean, you guys might be here, but we're not here talking about X. There is no Xbox if Halo Combat Evolved doesn't exist.
No, yeah.
Like, that's just. I'll never back down from that argument. I don't think anybody would argue with me.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I know, Miranda, you had a great idea on an Unlocked many moons ago about a horror game, a first-person, with the flood, right? Like,
yes. I was thinking about this last night about how Microsoft does a really good job with its first-party properties of expanding beyond its primary characters. Like, so even with Gears, you look at Hivebusters, the main cast isn't there. It's just a different group. And with ODST, Chief isn't there,
Right.
Reach. It's a different story, and it makes these worlds that they have feel richer, and that there's something more important than just Master Chief. Oh, that's almost heinous to say, but it's no, but it's true. There is a world beyond him, and there's so much that they can do there, and I'd really like to see them continue to explore that with either Halo or Gears, of course, but specifically Halo, because I think that I'm concerned. I just want to know what they're doing. I'm is Chief okay? We got the end of Infinite, that was such a fantastic campaign. They're look at all the stuff we're going to do, and then nothing. Yeah. And then just, where are we going, basically?
that post-credit scene was a weird one, too. So I'm really curious to see where they go.
Where are we going? I'm concerned.
I am curious to see where Undead Labs goes with State of Decay 3. So I had that on my list of predictions. And then some probably very apologetic soul at Undead Labs accidentally flipped something live that they weren't supposed to flip yesterday. And the trailer didn't leak, but the confirmation that a trailer would be in the showcase today. So this isn't it was a prediction until yesterday, and when they confirmed it. So I guess I was right. I'll take that. But
you already won one
You
point?
nailed it, Ryan.
Perfect.
yeah. How do we feel about State of Decay? Any fans in the audience?
Yeah.
I love this series.
It's so fun.
It's so good. It is the zombie game that I'd always wanted to play when it first dropped. The first one dropped, and then the second one, also launched a little kind of rough, but they've put so much work into State of Decay 2 over the years, and it's an absolute gem of a game now. If you haven't played it, go jump on Game Pass and do yourself a favor, and you will have. I promise you'll have fun with State of Decay 2. All right, we're going to power through this last round. We've each got one prediction left, I believe, here, if I've been keeping proper count. So, Destin, I'll go to you first on this one. Give me something. Whatever you think could be good.
Well,
or maybe perfect.
You brought up State of Decay, and it's been so long since we've seen anything about State of Decay 3, right? We got that intro trailer, and it's the same story for Perfect Dark. Yeah. Perfect Dark, we heard a lot about the turmoil behind the scenes and the turnover and how they're adjusting their strategies for getting the game developed. We need to see it. We need to see what that gameplay is going to look like. What is the gameplay loop that we're going to be experiencing going to be like? Because we haven't heard a lot about it. We've been reassured by Booty on live streams, Matt Booty over at Xbox, but we need to see it. He said it was ready a year or two ago. Let's see it today.
Do we have any Perfect Dark old school fans out there? Either the original or, dare I say, Perfect Dark Zero as well? I played the heck out of Perfect Dark Zero. Now, Miranda, we know that Crystal Dynamics, who'd done such a great job with those first couple Tomb Raider reboots, is co-developing Perfect Dark with the initiative. And it's apparently, per our own ace investigative reporter Rebecca Valentine's report last year, it's on a good path now. What do you want to see out of this long gestating Perfect Dark reboot?
Puzzles, which is very silly, but when I think Crystal Dynamics, I do think of Tomb Raider, and so I think a good time with puzzles, and I think that's of course a good way to mix up your gameplay if you're doing shooter or stealth. It's a second for puzzles and just kind of engage a different part of the brain for a second. So I'd like to see a little bit of that.
Stella, You got one more prediction in you?
I do, but also for Perfect Dark, I want some parkouring like Titanfall.
Oh yeah.
Or
yeah. There, now you're talking.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
listen, I have to bring up Titanfall any chance I get. Okay. Oh, they're all after my heart here, but I really want another Doom because I started playing Doom Eternal, and
Nice.
oh my god, yeah, especially in the setting that they've been teasing or that I've been hearing about. I'm like, that would be really cool.
Yeah, I love Doom so darn much. We're 1 minute out, by the way. It is about time. It is about time. So, yeah, Doom. I might cry. Like if Miranda cries for Gear 6, Doom might break me. I love Doom so much. They've done such a great job with it.
There's one more thing that I would cry for. Fusion Frenzy. So I gotta throw it out there before we end. I have to do it.
All
It's
right.
my thing.
It looks like the Xbox Showcase is about to begin. We'll see you on the other side with our live post show, and I'll be talking later to Phil Spencer, who will be right here on IGN Live. Let's watch the Xbox Showcase.
Almost came in through the back door. Don't trust anyone.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look? I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised, but being hunted from the inside.
You're the fire starter. Terrific fire starter. You don't have to trust me, Marshall. But it might be better if you do. Hey! It's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
To a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
You just got a first look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the Cold War ends, where the truth isn't what it seems. It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven, who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You'll get a 25-minute deep dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies. It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call of Duty players got the same game at the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch. There are currently over 100 million people who play Call of Duty every month. We hope to grow that community by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one. So no matter where you choose to play, everyone is welcome to experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th. I'm incredibly excited for today's show. I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios, who are doing what I believe is some of their best work ever. And now I get to introduce something that is special to me. As someone who has played games for as long as I have, it's amazing that I get to set up this world premiere. So thank you all for joining us, and please enjoy the show.
World premiere.
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe? It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. You helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope in each other.
Help! I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it. And that helped us find the courage to keep going, to fight on. memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten. No one is forgotten. We live on.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find her?
We have received a distress call of unknown origin. There is no record of a star station in this orbit. Something is not right.
This is the Serpent's will.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided by the Great Serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is no more you. Only us.
from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
I wish you the best of luck.
Vaultathon 76 is sponsored in part by Sugar Bombs Breakfast Cereal. Bombs away. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by and, oh, it looks like we've got one.
Harry's on from Skyline Valley. He's sending the whole family to Vault 76.
How about that? Skyline Valley. Beautiful country. Right in the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling.
Call now to join Harry and the over 17 million Vault dwellers already on board. And let's keep those numbers climbing.
Got 4 on the line from AVR Medical Center.
Is it
both twins? Congrats.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63. The greatest scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes, Skyline Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature in repose. From the picturesque Shenandoah National Park to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is a welcome home to all. And don't forget to bring home a souvenir or two. When the bombs started dropping, don't come a-knocking. Call now to reserve your place in Vault 76. Still not sold? Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone. Best of luck out there.
Across the wide Missouri. World premiere.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number, ticking down every year. One stroke, and everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again, and every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission: destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are Expedition 33.
think there's a chance my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you have, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't at the disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of the bell. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
Gotta move quickly now. Wait, that floating island is the gator? Oh, hell no. All right, time to find that church. There it is. Now to get over there. What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
A boat and a church are just meals for Tom, they say. For Tom.
In darkness, she slumbers and dreams. And for countless generations, mortal heroes have risen to defend her. They faced monsters, tyrants, and beasts of primordial horror. though they fought amongst themselves. Their enmity following them to the most distant shores. And even across time and space. Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death. While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. Your codename for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment to procure on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak. Commencing virtuous mission now.
world where you shouldn't. As long as U is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it that you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
Come on then! Fight me and die!
We return to you now as the gods of mankind.
Rulers of the Greeks and the Norse.
The Egyptians and the Atlanteans.
We created mankind to fight for our glory. So rise and wield my wrath.
Command beastly chaos.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury.
Worship me. Claim my power. And legend will be yours.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
افتح. ارسل واحدا آخر. اختبر البوابة بحذر.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
intel places Carrington on the second floor.
When the life we think we know turns out to be a lie, there's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington!
Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.